Mamuina Kwaba at the Bankasa TV for. Honorable Koku Anidoho ne Omam FM atenase atwetwe nkomo concerning project bi a former President John Dramani Mahama commission here in the Volta region of Ghana for up to now sa project so pa ebi amba so na some me no mu invite togbe afede atenase atwetwe nkomo amamo commission sa project we national we togbe afede nimpa no oka asem bi aso no commission sa project we no ka na hope sa project we end ane the white elephant and I say hope say project we emba be useless. For and some I say togbe afede kan as if say abemu pepepe anya asem ketwa. Na hwe say na honorable Koku Anidoho is showing so much discontent about certain things that occur in the Volta region of Ghana na for mobo. And we tell some people neku tie nkoma ekoso ho no mramda mu ina as
my vehicle bus terminal na matina bus ni mu from Adenta
udru our slot card na
good. So from Adenta to Accra, Miko meeting, I can sit in the bus and catch up on minutes.
Be reading.
I can be reading.
Air-conditioned bus.
Air-conditioned bus. I'm sure in good time, they may even serve tea and coffee, so you can actually have a breakfast on the bus. But the point I'm making is that, so it means that during the week, I park my vehicle at a terminal and I pick the bus in and out. So I spend less money on fuel. I spend less money on wear and tear. I spend less money on maintenance. Say shock absorber, say oil filter, say sanyamano amofa. In 6 months, in 1 year, okay, cancer sikani jina ebo anoa. It becomes money in my pocket. So I have more disposable income. That's how you build the economy. That thing I hana yesi o ube say Prime Minister of Denmark. You see what the train, because the train is reliable.
Yeah. Otibas,
because the bus is reliable. It comes on time. So if I know, say, Mitio Yarifa, now me pick bus no ewa Denta terminal at 7:30. Me must say Medruho by 7:20, and the bus moves at 7:30. I know that by 8 o'clock or 8:30, I'm in the CBD, the Central Business District. Me when me meeting, me say by 3 p.m. I can pick the same bus back to Adenta. Then I pick my vehicle back to Oyarifa. That is how societies have developed. It is obikacha me say digitalization. Yen to me fa en wadokono. Yen to me fa nchichinam. Yen to me fa enyameko. Inti yen bongua. I ask myself, sebe eyeboapoyo anase unim en wa sheda na politics inti. Yen di ntron kakra nefa propaganda mfam. So amofa flight Ethiopian Airlines.
Ethiopian Airlines.
Now, Ethiopian Airlines is the #1 carrier in Africa.
Yes.
Anameboa. Ethiopian Airlines, the #1 carrier in the whole of Africa.
Sure.
Competing with the best in the world. Recently, they've introduced a new fleet of their Airbuses, trying to compete with Qatar Airlines and the Emirates. So if Ghana, Ghana Airways, but be sure saying good time. But
sure,
to make the point that if we can partner with Ethiopian Airlines and land passengers and pick up passengers from the middle belt of Ghana, that's all. We are moving forward. We are upgrading because some passengers on Mefro plane, be some party card, and one is okay to Ghana passport, and I say Ghana card. Nanyin. Nobody's asking you MPP, NDC, YPP, FPP.
International Airport Kumasi, your first time I had TB. The Edi Kano and Mami Jifativo, Omubia no near man who said international flight be a baho. Won't you see him on there?
Well, and I make us say it is the preparedness of the nation at a certain point in time, and baby, I pesa o mine ko. I am fan politics ni propaganda. But ya shed up as a human ye. Say beboa obiano. That's the difference.
Okay.
And I make us say, Jifati may so rest in peace as roads sector minister transport. And I must see airport, Mukusi airport for Volta. And Medicanca. Some of us had reservations. Nina County say yeah anti-JM. Because at the time, baby I see airport no ewo Titrinu. So Titrinu, it means that from Ho through Trafalgar Hospital. Then you get to Titrinu. If you continue, then you are now going to Agotime, Petwe, maybe accepts training college in the world. Then you continue through Dakar, get to Joje, get to Denu and Aplau. At the time, na yedi airport what we needed the most, Amofa, was the road from Ho through Joje to Denu. And I remember people saying, say, na airport ya modwa kosi ai. Inti ebe fa kai free Denu. Abaho, abe full flight and sanya konkran. And I said, yeah. Meanwhile, the Eastern Corridor Road, and I've said it. People say I'm being disingenuous, but I'm over. I'm here ahinkwa, and I say Chiame and I'm in President Mills a year Juma. There was a 3 billion Chinese facility from China for the Eastern Corridor, and the main Eastern Corridor itself starts from Temaran about through Afienya, Edeko, Asikuma Junction. No, so through Atimpoku, all the way to Japan, Asikuma Junction, Apegusu, Finte, Honumunyako, now do Asikuma Junction, Opai Lefta, through Peki, Goviepe, go all the way to Have, then Fodome, Golokwati, you go into Jasikan, KJB, go into Nkwanta, through Bandai, Bimbila, Yendi, and then to Tamale. That is the whole Eastern Corridor stretch, secured under President Mills. He passed on, only God knows what happened. As Deputy General Secretary of the party, National Chairman Kofi Potufi, and 3 other national officers, at the invitation of the Communist Party of China, we were in China for 1 week, long and short. They couldn't understand why John Mahama had single-handedly worked to abrogate some of these things. And
this is serious.
I'm telling you, that is why under John Mahama the Eastern Corridor Road was not constructed. And he said, Nano, I was on the road, and I'm sure you've seen it.
Yes.
Under Nana Akufo-Addo, the Pebe stretch from Peki through Pebe, through Goviepe to Have, Masa, done excellent.
First class.
Under this current administration. So, yet baby I say, of Volta region. It's not true. University of Health and Allied Sciences, we all know the story about phase 2. The biggest midwifery and nursing training school in the whole of West Africa. The biggest simulation center in the whole of West Africa. Apart from that, the road from Sokode leading to the university. Last week I was there. At least the first layer of tar, you can see it on it. It was also awarded under President Mills. He died. The contract was abrogated. And I know the contractor, but of course, I won't mention his name. That he doesn't understand why after the death of President Mills, President Mahama took over and that contract was abrogated. So my brother, when we are saying the thing, Temamoto Way has just been given out. My own line, Adenta, through Frafra, Oyarefa, Malejo, Edeko, Dodowa, Somanya, Dodowa, yeah. Then through Shai, Edeko, Somanya is also under contract. And if you look at the storm drains that are being constructed at different levels, it tells you that eventually when the road is finished, it will be a first class road. Because if you see the depth, the width, iron rods are storm drains.